Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bashir Aklef. I'm the Business Solution Director of uniq Technology, and I'm here with my colleague Eric, who's the short one there, who's the Business Development Director, sorry. And today we're going to talk about our product, uniq rule-based accounting engine. So first of all, I want to tell you a few words about our company. So we are a Swiss IT firm based in Geneva, and we do mainly finance software for financial institutions. We have three types of product, mainly the accounting engine that we are going to talk about today, and the full suite of back office applications dedicated for microfinance. And we have also some additional fixed assets, ledger, fixed assets, and account payable and other sub-ledger. Actually, our accounting engine is meant to improve financial information, reliability, and relevance. Actually, and provides lots of gains to the bank, because we know that every bank has an accounting issue that we can solve easily with our system. The accounting engine also will allow the banks to avoid local development and core changes, which are really painful for the banks and are costly, especially for upgrades and implementation. This is just a big picture of our system. So basically, we get referential data and accounting data from core banking system or any other general ledger system. Our event engine will process the referential data, the accounting data, based on rules that we have predefined. We'll produce accounting events that we can send also to other systems, or they can be also processed by our accounting interpreter, and they produce journal entry that we can process, we can use in uniq, or we can send them to another system for further processing. And now I'm going to take an example where we're going to talk about the advantage of this accounting engine. So this is a case where a core banking system maintains interest accrual and interest paid in the same P&L account. Sorry, this is a bit technical, but I think people who knows accounting, they can understand this. The requirement is how to separate between these two components, the paid and not paid, from one single account. So this is how the system is going to do that. So that's the main menu, and I'll go to our uniq system now. This is just an example of rule, how it is configured in the system. So here we have the selection criteria, how we select the data that we got to process. There we have the event type predefined, the GL type, which is the accounting schema. And there we have also the GAT type, or the GAT that we want to use as for the booking. And then a journal code where you want to have your journal. The next one is, this screen shows all the data that you have received from an external system. So this example of data from Temenos Core Banking. So, I mean, people who are used to Temenos will recognize this entry. And then in this page, I'm going to show you how to process this entry. So we can process them all in once, or we can process them one by one. So I'm going to take the last one. So you can see here there's 60 entry. So I'm going to here to process this one. And now my number gets down to 59. That means this entry has been recognized, captured by the engine, and processed. And now in the next page, I'm going to show you the event that has been generated by this process. And now you can see here I have 197, and I'm going to refresh here. And now it's 197, and if I go to the end, I will see this event that is generated. So this event can be processed by a system, another system, or also can be processed by our interpreter, and then we'll produce some journal entry. So I go to the journal entry menu, and I'm going to refresh now again. And here I go to the last page. I can see the entries generated, just generated now, and I can show you one. And this is the timestamp, so just generated now. So that is the solution. Just a few words here about our main message. So basically, so the summary here, we know that accounting is getting more and more complex, and especially with structural products with more requirement for regulation and compliances. And we know that every bank has certain accounting issue to a certain extent, and we believe that uniq is the only rule-based accounting engine that can address this complex issue in an effective and smooth way. So just a few figures here, we got them recently. This is a case study where we did a proof of concept for 3 months with a tier 1 bank here in Switzerland, and the main focus is how to switch certain accounting things from trade date to value date and vice versa, position accounting in certain way, interest accrual versus interest paid, the case I just showed now, and some reconciliation, some types of reconciliation. This all works independently from the technology, so we can work with any database, with any system, operating system. We work in a multi-company, multi-currency, everything is multi. Few words about the performance. We have processed 17,000 T24 entries, all types. We produced 12,000 events that I just showed, similar to what I showed now. And the system produced 22,000 journal entry only in 10 minutes with RAM used 6 gigabyte used at 50% and CPU used at 60%. So I think that's it for me. Thank you very much.